Today in this video, we're going to learn the difference between driving the ball and spinning the ball and creating the right mix. To have a powerful forehand, you have to know how much spin and how much you need to drive through the ball. And there's a situation for both. If you don't understand this, what you're going to do is probably try to add too much spin, thinking that that's going to give you extra power. Finding the right mix is crucial to winning points and being consistent at both. So first you need to understand what is spinning and what is driving the ball and how that looks. Spinning the ball is coming low to high on a very extreme path and adding a lot of rotation to the ball. Understand that rotation is great for control, but at a certain point, rotation and spin on the ball is going to slow the ball down. So if you're trying to hit a very big and powerful forehand and you're adding a ton of rotation to the ball, what you're going to actually do is slow the ball down. Now, on the other side of that, there's driving the ball. Driving the ball is getting the racket to go all the way through the ball, not adding or imparting the same amount of spin. So if you're going to drive the ball, you want to make sure you're going to go low to high, but your point of contact and your follow through is going to go out through the ball. What this is going to do is penetrate the ball, having it go forward more. So let's go over this. Spinning the ball is getting the racket to go under the ball very drastically, and as you're going through, we're going to brush on the inside and up and come all the way up. Spinning the ball is used for when you want to slow the point down, or when you want to buy some time if you're hitting a lob or an angle. Driving the ball is where we're going to get under the ball, not as much, and we're going to go from low to high and extend through. The other thing to consider and know is what spinning the ball and driving the ball does to the ball on the other side for your opponent. If you hit a heavy topspin ball, the ball is going to bounce up, possibly out of their strike zone. This is something like a player Nadal does a lot of. He uses a lot of spin on the ball to get it to bounce up. If you drive the ball is going to stay low. Driving the ball might be preferred if you're coming in the net, hitting an approach shot. Spinning the ball might be great if you're going to be behind the baseline and trying to keep the ball out of your opponent's strike zone. So let's look at exactly what this looks like. Spinning the ball, we're going to get way under and really impart a lot of spin. This is going to also increase the height over the net. The flight of the ball is going to go have a big arc, up and then down. Okay, so we're going up and then down. Driving the ball decreases the height over the net, but it increases the force coming through the ball and what your opponent's going to have to deal with. Driving the ball is going to be here. Notice the difference in the sound. How spinning the ball, you're going to hear this brush, and driving the ball, you're going to hear more of a pop. The reason why this is important is because if you find the right mix, you're going to be able to keep more balls in play, and you're going to have a powerful forehand. So now we want to talk about finding the right mix. Having the right mix of spin and penetration will control your forehand, but still let it be a weapon. This is where a lot of people make the mistake of trying to hit too much topspin, or they're trying to drive and penetrate the ball and they lose the consistency. So what is the right mix? The right mix is making sure we still get under the ball, but when we go through, we're going to come up and across your body. By coming up and across your body, you're going to add a lot of spin, but you can still be hitting through the ball. This is a mistake that most people make. They try to hit this type of shot, and what it does is spins out. Spinning out means the ball really has a lot of action on it, but it doesn't do anything. It doesn't go through the court. This is an example of it. You see me get very stiff and rigid, and the ball tends to slow down. We don't want that. We want a powerful forehand, a forehand that can hurt your opponent and put you in position to win the point. And this is how we're going to do it. We're going to get under the ball and pull across. Notice when I'm pulling across, the edge of my racket is going to come up and over and finish. So, again, we're going to watch. Again, you're going to see how I'm really pulling across, and I can control the ball and penetrate the ball at the same time. One more. That's finding the right mix. So this is something you're going to have to experiment with, finding the right mix of spin and control. Now, having a big, powerful forehand is great, but if you can't get it in, it really doesn't matter. So make sure that you're making small adjustments. As you get better with the technique that you worked on, then you can add a little bit more penetration with spin. If you find it hard in the beginning, add a little bit more spin, but still work on the penetration. You're going to have to find that right mix of spin and penetration so you can get the most out of your stroke. So if you want more tips like this, make sure you check out forehanddomination.com, where I have tons of free videos that you can watch to improve your forehand today.